14 when I lost my virginity. My opera virginity, that is. My first operatic experience was a lyric opera Chicago production of The Merry Widow. Maybe it was the royally clad young woman who attended that night's performance, or the way the freezing fog descended on the moonlit tree branches on the drive back home. But that first night was magical for me, and I became an opera enthusiast. After the pleasant deflowering, I expanded my operatic soul with Carmen and Electra, which were also two lyric productions. My enjoyment of operas flourished, and in later seasons, I attended 4 more operas. These were The Magic Flute, La Boheme, Madame Butterfly, and Porgy and Bess. Maybe operas are an acquired taste, but they are part of the human narrative. Before dismissing it as not worthwhile, you should understand that without witnessing opera, you'll never know the full scope of human storytelling. I am only an opera novice, so I can't tell you all about all of the culture, lore, and technicalities of this art form. I can at least tell you that most of human art, be it theater, painting, symphony, verse, or opera, is narrative. That is, it all tells a story. If we ignore the music for a moment, we realize that all of opera is simply drama, occasionally comedy, set to music. Electra, for example, is the story of one of Agamemnon's daughters who seeks to avenge her father's murder. As her brother kills their mother, Clytemnestra, Electra cries, "Strike her a second blow if you have the strength." Madame Butterfly tells the story of a young Japanese woman named Cho-Cho-san, who marries and bears the child of Lieutenant Pinkerton, an American, who quickly leaves her for an American girl. Heartbroken, Cho-Cho-san kills herself. Do these sound boring to you? If not, then I want you to lose your opera virginity. No, really, people. It's important. All right. Here are some few suggestions for embracing the event. Choose your opera. The Lyrics website provides a list of this season's and next season's operas. In the 2015-2016 season, Lyric will be producing The Merry Widow again. So if you want that to be your first opera, go right ahead. Worked out fine for me. Maybe the same for you. Other options for your first opera include attending a Fathom event at a movie theater such as Regal Crystal Lake Showplace Stadium 16, or borrowing a film production from your local library. 2 years ago, my family saw a broadcast version of a Giulio Cesare at a Fathom event. It was sparsely attended, but well worth our time. And let me tell you, the seats there are far more comfortable than at Lyrics. Clear? Sample some opera CDs, too, for learning more about which one you want to view later on. You can also use iTunes to scroll through, find what soundtrack appeals to you. Once you've chosen your opera, familiarize yourself with the story. Many operas are sung in languages other than English, so reviewing the story and the plot, that's a good thing to use for your first experience. Wikipedia can provide some decent information about your opera's plot, but I prefer to use this guide. when I want to learn more about an opera's narrative. English subtitles will play across the screen above the lyric stage, so don't become so focused on those that you forget to view the human narrative unfolding on stage. Listening to music from the opera you will be viewing is also a great way to further understand the characters and the plot. If it doesn't, at least it'll allow you to choose a favorite song before even arriving at the house. Assuming you choose a live performance for Losing Your Opera Virginity, visit the Lyrics website. Under the Insiders tab, you'll find plot summaries, video clips, interviews, and more. Lyric also provides free, open seating pre-performance lectures that will also inform you further about the opera's story, as well as the music and the composer. Now that you've chosen your opera and familiarized yourself with the story, it's time you attended the performance. Here are some final suggestions for attending your first opera. Dress accordingly. Although it's become popular to wear jeans, t-shirts, and sneakers to the theater, it's completely unadvisable to do so at the Lyric Opera, because, trust me, you don't want to look like this guy. No, you want to look more like these people, not him in the orange. While you want to dress comfortably, accordingly, you also want to dress comfortably, because one of the vagaries of opera is the fact that most are 2.5 to 3 hours in length. So use intermission to stretch your legs and hydrate so you're ready for the next act. Also remember that Lyric provides pre-performance lectures, which are open seating. So get there early and sit close to the speaker. You're allowed on the floor, and the speaker is always on the floor. He's standing around where I am. Be where you are now. It's difficult to hear from up in the balconies. Also, your playbill will offer some nice information about your opera and may even tell you about the receival of the opera when in its early days. Find something in the story that arouses your feelings. It may better increase your understanding of the story, and it may even cause you to want to see another. Finally, if you have company with you on the drive home, talk to them about your first experience. Tell them about what you liked or what you didn't like. This should help you form concrete ideas about your first experience. Anyone can enjoy opera. It's not just breathy singers spewing song in a foreign language. It's the unfolding of narrative. By losing your opera virginity, you will experience the human story unfolding on stage. The powerful conclusions of Carmen, Electra, La Boheme, and Madame Butterfly all touched me, and they can do the same for you. You only need to go.
There's a handout that goes with this one too.
Oh, right, there's a handout.
Hey, sorry. I'm going to start this one.